Hello, everybody. Can everybody hear me? If you can hear me, please type yes on the chat. One, two, test. Hello, everybody. I think everybody can hear me. How's everybody doing? We are going to, uh, we're going to watch this rate decision live. So, what I want to do is put everything in one screen, right? Like this. Exactly. Awesome, everybody. Awesome. So let's have a look at the pound prior to this rate decision, right?
So we're now moving into 3 minutes until we get this Bank of England rate decision. Like I say, the market currently priced for around 15 basis points of rate hikes to 0.25%. But the majority of economists expect the Bank of England to leave interest rates unchanged at 0.1%. Expected to leave asset purchase target unchanged at 895 billion.
UK in the
A reminder,
house.
last time the Bank of England raised rates was back in August 2018.
Right, so let's have a look at the
Also to note,
pound.
the Bank of England is to simultaneously release its November minutes and an update on its
Okay,
staff
hold on.
projection.
Cool. So the pound is, uh, well, we're seeing a lot of buyers at the moment of the pound. And the FTSE, uh, I saw it a few minutes ago and it's really, really crashing. So, um, yeah, well, because of how hawkish we have seen the Bank of England Baileys in the past few weeks, I don't think we're going to have like a big hawkish surprise, right? Um, it is expected that the Bank of England is going to hike rates in November or December by 15 base points, right? Sell now? No, never front run news. Never front run news, right? That is a big no. Cool. All right, so we have 2 minutes until the data dump. So let's have a look at what we can do.
1 minute.
1 minute. The pound is really rallying at the moment. Have a look at the pound yen and the pound US dollar. Yes, tons of buyers, right? I believe that this is people from running um, a rate hike, but we are not going to do that because it's plausible that we are going to get a dump towards this level and then a rally. So that's the opportunity. Market watch, GBP USD on my
10
10
seconds.
seconds, everybody.
Unchanged. 7 to 2,
Unchanged.
unchanged.
So this is going
Bank of
to
England leaves their
be
key interest rate and QE target
a
unchanged. They say UK growth outlook weakened since August on supply issues. Rate will have to rise over the coming months to meet target. So the Bank of England votes 7 to 2 to leave their key interest rate at 0.1%. They cut their GDP forecast, seeing 7% growth in 2021 and 5% in 2022.
all right. So let's have a look. The Bank of England
So
Left
the Bank of England
the.
estimates
All
GDP in
right, thank you,
2021
Bane.
at
Thank you.
7%,
Left
progress
the
of
uh,
0.25. 2022
the
estimated
interest rate
5%, and
unchanged,
August it was
but
at
what I want to
6%.
hear what
They say more workers
is
on furlough at
the
the end of September
monetary
than
policy
expected.
report.
Few
So let's
signs of
have, I mean,
redundancies,
let's have a
unemployment to
look at what
rise
he says.
slightly. The report here says unemployment rate of 4.5% in Q4 2021. The prior forecast was 4.7. Forecast inflation to peak at 4.8% in Q2 2022. The prior peak was in Q1 of 2022. However, they do say their inflation forecasts do not factor in sharp fall in energy prices that markets expect in mid-2022.
Right. So the pound is really, really dumping. Let's have a look at. I need to manage some trades that I do have open here, right here. Hold on, here, here, here.
So it was those expected Ranson and Saunders that voted to raise rates today.
Right. So let's have a look at what we can do.
Looking further into the statement here, further out as well, they say UK growth forecast to be relatively subdued in 23 and 24, reflecting higher energy prices and less monetary and fiscal support.
Not even hawkish. Right. I think that uh, after this after this data dump, we might have an opportunity on a buy. But let's wait. Let's wait and see how this develops, right? So let's have a look at the actual chart. How much has the pound dropped? About 73 pips, right? So let's have a look. Let's have a look actually. All right. Let's have a look at levels here on the pound. This is the 50-minute chart. Let's go to the hourly chart. Just looking at levels. Big level here. I wouldn't be a buyer at the moment, but actually, this could be a very aggressive buy. But given the fact that um, this data release was so dovish, I would prefer to wait and see. I would prefer to wait about 5 minutes just to see how this pans out, right? So, um, there's two opportunities, right? If the pound breaks with the 3570 level right here, we could in fact go
So
short.
UK interest rate futures point to 13 basis points of rate hikes for December 2021. That's been halved. It was originally 26 basis points before today.
Okay. So, right. And can you guys hear I don't think yeah, can you guys hear my squawk or not? Let me know, please, because I do believe that you can hear my squawk. I mean, that was why we are here, right? So, let's wait and see what happens, um, right? Big dump on the pound. Let's have a look at the FTSE. FTSE must be rallying at the moment. Yeah. Big rally on the DXY2, the US dollar, reacting to the news. The yen reacting to the news too. Pound yen on the hourly. Big drop on the pound yen today, right? Let's get rid of all of this. And also, let's have a look at some levels here on the pound yen. Yeah, I still believe that the pound yen is a buy, right? Not right now. Um, but if it breaks with the 154, all bets are off, and we should not be looking for buys. So let's wait and see what happens. Any questions, guys? What are you What are you trading at the moment? All right, so apparently I got triggered on my US dollar Mexican peso long. That's awesome on this big push on the DXY. Right, let's have a look at the US dollar because right now it's trading at a very, very important. Okay, now yesterday the Federal Reserve announced that they were going to start tapering this round of QE by $15 million every month. I think it was $15 million, right? Billion, I'm sorry, $15 billion. That is bullish for the US dollar. That's why well, I mean, we are looking at this move, right? So, what are we going to do with the USD? Of course, we're not going to look for shorts on the US dollar, but right now, the USD is trading at a massive, massive level, right? The last two times that price was trading at this level, we saw some rejection. Now, because we are looking for longs on the USD, what we're going to do is we're going to wait for that breakout, the retest, and that continuation. If that plays out, of course, if that plays if it doesn't play out, let's go to the lower time frames. If it doesn't play out, I mean, just have a look at these, at that 50-minute candle, the 5-minute candle. Well, this 5-minute candle, I normally don't look at the very low time frames, but this 5-minute candle closed printing a new high, but we're seeing some rejection. Now, uh, again, let's go to the 50-minute chart. I think that if buyers are not strong enough to break with this level, we could in fact look for shorts at the break of the 94.10 or so. Yeah, so it looks actually looks good. Right. Let's have a look at gold actually. Yeah, today I was looking at possible shorts in gold at the retest of the previous broken lows, right? Just because the impulsive moves are to the downside here. But after a clean break of this level, I'm not. I mean, I'm no longer interested in playing the short side or the long side here. All right. Now, let's have a look at silver. Let's have a look at silver. Right, let's get rid of this level. Silver looks much, much better for possible shorts, right? At the retest of the previous broken lows. We could even go all the way here. But again, we need the US dollar to break or the DXY to break with this level, a clean break with this, a clean break from this level, retest, and a bullish continuation would trigger a nice short in silver. For the time being, I really don't see a setup here. Back to the hourly. I mean, it really looks good, but we need to wait and see. Platinum, right? Today I had a long on platinum. I'm gonna show you what I did. Just give me 1 second, and I'll show you what I did. So this is my trade idea in platinum, right? This is the daily chart on the top right of my screen, and well, um, today I had a started position. I bought platinum at the break of yesterday's highs, and I decided to close that position and break even because, well, I didn't see, momentum to the upside, continuation to the upside, right? But this trade idea right? Longer term trade, of course, this is the daily chart, looks good, extremely good, right? And I'm keeping an eye on this for possible moves, actually, right? Let's have a look at, uh, and actually, I might just place this pending order later today, depending on how the US dollar trades. Yeah, I mean, the USD CAD, Sohail, the USD CAD, yeah, it was a nice setup. But the thing about this USD CAD is this massive level that is capping the upside, right? But, if we go to a lower time frame, we go to the hourly, who's a good boy? Dog is here again. Every time at this hour he comes to say, so, I was looking at a possible reversal here on the USD CAD, right? And well, as you can see, this completely failed, didn't play out. So I'm going to delete this. And basically, what price is printing, USD CAD is printing right now, it's a flat triangle, right? Again, this should be a bullish continuation pattern, and because we are at the bottom of a massive downtrend, I really don't trust it as much. More so because of this fake out. But, let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. Let's have a look at cryptocurrencies. So, I am still holding. I don't know if you remember at the beginning of the week, I sent you guys a possible flag breakout here in Bitcoin, right? Hold on, I'm gonna do a better job drawing this. So a possible flag breakout here in Bitcoin, like this, exactly. I'm still holding this. I'm still holding this. And well, my stop losses are below this low, right? And what I like about this one is this 4-hour candle, right? And if we go even lower, right? Uh, where is it? I think it's this candle right here. If this is the hourly, yeah, this is extremely bullish to me. And if you notice, price is holding that weekly pivot, right? It's trading above that massive rejection, etc. So, uh, in my eyes, this is still very much in play, right? At the moment, I wouldn't add a long in Bitcoin, but yeah, I'm still playing this, and of course, I'm still long from this breakout too. Let's have a look. GPP Aussie. Well, this is something that I don't trade often, but someone asked me about this, and what what I told that trader at the moment is actually playing out, right? I don't remember. I think price was trading around this level when he asked me about this, and I told him that what I would want is a rally to retest that 180. What is it? 180, 84.20 or so for further downside. That is exactly what we're seeing. Right. So I'm just looking at my other screen just for a second, guys. Uh, yeah, right here. So I want to talk about the pound. I want to talk about the pound because, well, we just had that, Bank of England rate decision. Let's have a look at what the monetary policy report said. Forecast shows inflation in 1 year's time at 3.4%. I read that it could go all the way up to 5 if the Bank of England doesn't act on it. Estimate GDP plus 7%, blah. Uh, yeah, here it is. Bank of England sees monthly inflation peaking around 5% in April 2022. And, with the increase in unemployment too in the UK, understand why they decided not to hike rates, mostly playing with the money markets. All right. We're not going to read the monetary policy summary, right? We're not going to do that. But the pound is really, really crashing at the moment, completely going through every single level possible. So, right now, there you go. Here we have that USD breakout. And this is quite interesting on the Japanese. Let me show you what I'm looking at here on the Japanese yen. On the daily chart, this is the daily chart of the Japanese yen basket. I'm still looking for shorts on the Japanese yen, right? This is, uh, it is only a flat continuation pattern, right? The retest of the previous broken lows on the daily, um, on the 4 hour chart, basically the same. But what's interesting is the hourly chart, right? If you look at what's going on here, we are retesting those highs. And if we go lower on the 5 minute chart or so, this is pretty strong still. And the very, very immediate structure in this market is still very much bullish, right? But, a clean break of this channel, right, or the previous lows will trigger a nice, nice, nice move to the downside, which in fact could trigger this flag breakout. So we shall see. We shall see. On the yen side, US dollar, Japanese yen. Right. The USD Japanese yen or the hourly. Right. I mean, it looks like a nice buy, right? More so because of what I just told you on the Japanese yen. But if we look at the daily chart, the US dollar Japanese yen, we are trading very, very massive level, right? So, in my eyes, buying here is not profitable, right? Um, on a day trade basis, let's go to the hourly chart. I thought so. Yeah, on the lower time frames, I could see a possible buy here. Actually, actually, I like this possible buy. What do you guys think about it? Okay. What do you guys think about this possible buy on the US dollar Japanese yen? Um, what I like about this is that we could have that bullish continuation on the US dollar and a possible reversal on the yen, which would in fact be double uh, bullish for this market. Right. Time frame is 15. Just a second, guys. Just looking at something here. Right. All right. Let's see if we can actually find an entry here. I mean, I don't see a setup. Really, really don't see a setup here. on the US dollar Japanese yen. Let's have a look at other yen markets. The euro yen. Olympia was looking at possible buys here on the euro yen. Let's look at some levels. Yeah, I mean, this is a massive level, the euro yen. Let's have a look at the daily. And let's get rid of all of this. Cool. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't like it, and I mean, it could be an actual good um, long, but the setup is not developed yet. Let's go to the lower time frames. I mean, on the 50-minute chart, there's kind of a reversal pattern printing here. Um, let's have a look actually. What I don't like about this also is that we are very close to those previous lows, these previous broken lows, which would in fact be a massive resistance, not massive, but a strong resistance level for further upside here. And also because of the impulses to the downside. So let's wait and see. Let's wait. Let's wait for that possible reversal of the yen. Right, let's have a look at the chat. The big drop caused by the news, etc. Would those big changes usually settle and come back fairly quick? I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. Uh, I mean, it's very possible that the pound is going to continue with this move when the U.S. Session opens, just because U.S. traders are going to follow with that news release, right? New volume is going to be bearish short term on the pound. Uh, right? That's what I think. I'm still bullish on the pound, right? I'm still bullish on the pound, and I'm going to show you why. Most signals have touched, learned.
So we're just under 7 minutes now until we get US data. Initial jobless claims. We're looking for 275,000 on a prior
Just a second.
281,000. The range 250 to 370,000. Continuing, we're looking for 2.118 million on a prior 2.243 million. The international trade in dollar terms for September, we're looking for a
Right.
deficit of 8.
So, the, the trades, getting stopped out, you know, I am making some very big changes to the VIP group, right? In the sense that up until now, guys, up until now, I have been sending, intraday trades, short-term trades, etc. And that is not my style, right? It's not my style. That's not Olympia's style. So we're making changes, and what we're going to start doing is sending trades according to our trading styles. So from me, you are going to get a little bit longer term trades, with wider stop losses, different targets, etc. But you're going to have to be patient for those moves to play out. And then we have Aziz. He is an intraday trader, and Olympio, you know, uh, a little bit of a longer term trader. So you're going to notice the difference, right? Um, I myself am not going to be pushing to find short-term trades for you, right? Or trade short-term trades that you can follow because it's just not my style. So I really like this rejection of this level of the pound. I would looking for buys on euro yen, but didn't work out. Yeah. Uh, I mean, the yen is really, really, really struggling with this level. And I mean, let's wait and see what happens because we could actually find some very, very, have a look at the 50-minute chart. I mean, we could find some very, very nice sells on the yen, which would trigger buys on the euro yen, buys on the pound yen, etc. All right, let's look at the longer time frames. Just a second, I'm looking at my other screen. All right. Yeah, too aggressive. I was looking for a possible entry on the pound yen, but I mean it's too aggressive. But see, I mean, and all right. So let's talk about the pound and why I'm still very much bullish on the pound. I'm gonna show you just a second, guys. Uh-huh. I need to find that chart that I'll show you here. Right. Hold on. So this is why I'm looking for buys on the pound, right? Um, this is the seasonal chart of the British pound futures, right? Let's talk a little bit about seasonality and why seasonality is so important when trading, any market at all. The reason why seasonality is so important, let's just hold on, just give me a second. Right. So the reason why seasonality is so important is because, I mean, this is 35 years of historic trading data on the British pound futures. And what this chart shows you is how the pound moves on average or has moved on average all the past 35 years, month over month. And if you look at here, November, by the end, mid-November, the end of November, and all of December, this is when the pound really rallies, right? So that's why I'm still very much bullish on the British pound. At the moment, of course, still looking for setups on this market. And I wouldn't trade. I mean, I wouldn't trade or I wouldn't build the long position that looking to build on the pound versus the US dollar. I'm actually building it on the pound versus the yen. The reason that I'm building it on the pound versus the yen is because one, this market moves. When it moves quite heavily, right? Just have a look at October's range. We're talking about 900 pips, right? Um, I am still long from what level is it? 149.70. So my buys were around this level right here at the beginning of October. Right. That's the first thing. The other thing is that we have this I mean the Japanese yen is just super bearish, right? If you look at the daily chart, and I mean not just the past month or so, but overall since the pandemic highs, right here you can see March 2020, the Japanese yen has depreciated from high to low about 18.5%, right? So this market is super bearish. Now, uh, the Japanese yen being bearish makes for bullish pressure on the pound versus the yen. So we have double bullish pressure in this market, right? And also, if you look at the higher time frames on this market, I'm going to show you the weekly, right? Uh, the higher time frames on this market, the pound having broken with these highs, the 156 level, right, opens the possibility for massive moves to the upside. Um, a rally to the next key level, we're talking about another 900 pips, right? And if this level breaks, then it opens for a rally towards that 175 for about 2,000 pips, right? So those are the three reasons why I am building or trying to build a buy position on the pound, right? Because my idea is to trade the pound, and the market that I want to trade in is the pound versus the yen, right? That's what I am looking at. That's what I'm looking at. I mean, or have been looking at lately, right? Let's have a look at the 4-hour chart, right? Um, if you notice this, this pullback structure is still very much in play, right? I mean, price is respecting the highs of the structure and the lows of the structure. Now, because of today's Bank of England decision to maintain interest rates at the same level and its asset purchasing program also at the same level, I don't know if uh, this structure is going to hold or if it's going to break and will no longer be in play. But for the moment, I am seeing some very, very nice rejection at the bottom of it. Right. Now, the other reason that I didn't enter a buy here, an aggressive buy here, is because this could be, in fact, that can bounce towards these previous broken lows, right? So, in order for this, reaction to no longer be in play, price would have to trade above the 155.20 or so, above this mess. And it's looking good to the upside. I have to tell you. Right, any questions, guys? Let's have a look at the FTSE. Yeah, I mean, there you go. There you go. I mean, pure noise. This move. I mean, this reaction to the Bank of England decision. I mean, this is the thing about trying to trade the news, right? Um, you know, um, we were never going to catch this buy. I mean, we could have got this buy, but I believe that uh, if I've tried to catch this buy or this move, the slippage, I mean, would have been super big, and I wouldn't have. I wouldn't have filled my position at desired level, so I'm fine with it. Inverted head and shoulders on the 1-hour chart in silver. Let's have a look. I'm not a fan of head and shoulders, but I see what you mean. Yeah, exactly. This right here. Yeah, I mean, I see it. I can see it play out. So what I said before about possible shorts on silver might no longer be in play, more so because price is already trading above that 23.80. But this could in fact just be a bull trap. I see your head and shoulders, right? I do see your head and shoulders, and I'm not a fan of head and shoulders just because historically, this pattern is has the has the lowest success rate, at least for me. But if I were to trade alongside in silver, I would have to see a clean break and a pullback towards uh, 23.75 or so. These lows right here. If I don't see a clean break in this market, I will probably look for shorts, in fact. Would the metals have been influenced by the Bank of England and the pound action this morning? Well, if you notice, of course, the pound reacted, but also the US dollar, right? I mean, this big spike, this big 50-minute candle was the Bank of England that adopt candle. You know, I don't know why. I don't know why buyers jumped in at the same moment. Could be coincidence. We don't know, right? But metals, metals. I don't see why metals would react to rate decision from the Bank of England. You know, I don't. I don't see why. So gold. Let's have a look at the hourly of gold. Yeah, I mean, this trade is gone. Gold has been quite tricky lately. And let's have a look at this market because I also see some potential here, right? But I actually was looking at this kind of triangle pattern, right? For buys in gold. And more so after I saw this daily candle. This daily candle to me was extremely bullish. I did miss those buys at the 1695 level. I've been looking for buys on a pullback, right? But if you notice the past three, I know this is the weekly, I'm sorry. I'm going to show you the daily, right? Yeah, the past this is the past what? The past week. Yeah, this the past week of trading has been extremely choppy in gold. And what I don't like about this is uh, the failure to continue to the upside after the break, you know, of the structure. Yeah, I agree that price didn't break with the previous highs, which in fact doesn't validate clean breakout, but just by looking at those rejections, the lower levels, you know, I'm sorry, I was looking at my other screen. Just by looking at the rejection on the lower levels, I could have seen buys. I actually got long here at the break of this high and the break of the structure, and of course I got stopped out, right? And I'm still looking for possible longs in gold, just because there is potential to the upside, right? Um, at least to retest that 1900 level again. And if the 1900 level breaks, that's a clean pass towards all-time highs. But that level is super, super strong. Yeah, I mean, oh, I mean, the idea that I have for possible longs here is a break of this level, the 1835 or so, which is obviously capping the upside in this market, right? Now, the thing about this, let me show you. Actually, I'm gonna go thicker here on my chart. The thing about this, guys, is that, hold on. The thing about this is that right now there's no setup, right? there's no setup. I'm not gonna place a buy stop above those highs. Why? Because my stop losses would have to be at least below those lows, giving me a less than a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio on a breakout. And the other reason that I wouldn't play this with a buy stop is because every time the price has traded at this level in the past, sellers just smash price down, right? So a breakout in this scenario has a low probability of success. Why? Because um, the probability of this being a fake out is high. So, having said that, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait, and I'm gonna stay here on the daily chart because um, I think visually speaking, it's better for what I'm about to say. So what I'm going to wait for is a possible rally below above. uh, This is the weekly, yeah, above last week's highs, right? I'm not gonna play the breakout of last week's highs either because this level is right there. But because this level is so strong that possibly what we're going to see is price breaking out of last week's highs and consolidating here, right? In this range. And here is where we are going to get that nice risk to reward setup on gold longs. And that's the only way that I'm going to be playing in this market. Yep. Any questions about this? Hello, sir. My subscription got renewed today, but I don't want to renew. Can I get a refund? I don't know. You should email support. Can we look at gold quickly? Just did. I mailed support for cancellation, but no response. I can't do that. I mean, uh, I don't have a. I mean, I don't have an administrative job. USD high impact news just released. Oh boy, we missed that. Oh, I muted my squawk. Yeah, let's have a
So
look.
Bailey does caution on the scale of rate bets seen in the market. Just to repeat that, Bailey cautions on the scale of rate bets seen in the market.
Right, so U.S. initial jobless claims, 269K, uh, with an estimate of 275K and a previous number of 281K. This is good for the USD. U.S. unemployment is sure, or trade balance uh, has forecasted. Um, let's have a look. There's more uh, Bank of England news. Bank of England monetary policy report shows unemployment rate at 4.5% in the fourth quarter of 2021, based on market rates. August forecast 4.7%. Inflation forecast do not factor in sharp fall in energy prices. Blah blah blah. Um, right here. Let's have a look at what Bailey is saying. What is the pound doing?
Bailey here says he cannot give a fixed time span for transitory inflation.
Right. Bailey, labor market frictions are set to decline. Monetary policy can do little to affect inflation in the near term. Why is he being so dovish? MPC notes that CPI will be below 2% target at the end of forecasted period. Uh, Caution on the scale of rate bets seen in markets. All right, so he didn't like that chart that I sent you guys. Cannot give fixed time span for transitory inflation. Okay, so this is going to be bearish for the pound. So very possibly we're going to see further decline in that market. Yeah, very possibly we're going to see further decline in this market. Um, right. And that means that very plausibly this is not going to play out anymore, but we will wait and see what happens. like this. Yeah, further decline in this market, further decline in the market. Now, let's have a look at some ratios here. Right, let's have a look at some ratios. I mean, Bailey really, really, really fucked everything up. Right, let's have a look at some ratios. But first, I'm going to have a look at the chat. Hi, Orlando. What is the indicator that you use for your levels? The dots. It's called DWMHL, daily, weekly, monthly, high, lows. All right, let's clone this. Let's have a look. Let's see if this is going to play out or not. Yeah, we're going to see further decline in the pound, guys. So grab your um, yeah, grab your pounds and sell them. I have two long trades in gold, historic ones, where I forgot to add a stop loss. I dare not tell you what price they are from, which is why I'm always hoping gold will increase. All right. Well, but if you have, I mean, if you have longs in gold, this looks very good, man. Okay. Silver, yeah. Um, who said the head and shoulders in silver? This might actually play out. So apparently we're having, I mean, we are having a big rally in metals. Let's have a look at, just look at the yen. This is going to be a beautiful rejection if it plays out. Is the indicator usually in every MT4 platform? No, I mean, this is not MT4. This is called TradingView. Just go to tradingview.com. Yeah, the US, I mean, the DXY is still struggling to break through that 94.70 level. And let's have a look at the pound, levels on the pound. Right, this is the level of the pound that we should be actually looking at right here. I'm not saying that this is a buy, of course not, but you know, this is the level that we should be looking at on the GBP. This is the 4-hour chart. Let's have a look at the hourly chart on this market, and here you go. Big, 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 big level right here on the pound versus the US dollar. This is the hourly chart. Let's go to the 50-minute chart just to see how it has been reacting. Have a look at this bull trap on the pound versus the USD. I mean, this is this was clearly a dead cat bounce. I told you guys. The pound yen, same thing, dead cat bounce. On the pound yen, hold on. I'm actually going to go to the hourly. On the pound yen, we still have that 154 level to get hit, very possibly. Right. Let's look at some structure. Some structure here on the pound. I mean, on the pound yen. I will, we were going to look at ratios too, right? Hold on, let's have a look at ratios then. Oh boy. So let's see where the 161A is on that, yeah, on that previous move down right here. So this should be the 161.8. What I'm looking at is the 161.8 of this move, right? This would be and should be bull targets. So this is the level that I will be looking for some reaction or rejection on the pound yen. Six. The year session is still um, is still 40 minutes away. I don't think that I'm going to stay live for, and wait for that for the opening bell. I mean, I've been live for 55 minutes. Uh, so Wesamo 2020 says Euro USD, please long what to see. What to wait, hold on. Euro USD, please long what do see. What do I see? The Euro USD. I I mean I see nothing at all.
We're just under 9 minutes now until the top of the hour. The heads up, the ECB's President Lagarde begins speaking.
Damn it, Lagarde is going to speak. This is definitely a big day. Right. So yeah, the Euro USD. I mean, this is super choppy price action on the daily at these levels. Yeah, I'm really not interested of getting involved here. Wow, the pound is just crashing. 154. There it is. That's the level that I was looking for. That 154. So this is super strong move. The pound overall on the pound, right? On the pound yen, the pound US dollar, the pound Aussie, the pound CAD, all of the pounds are the Euro GBP should be, yeah, should be flying. So this move was about 75 pips, but again, there was absolutely no way to catch this. So GBP USD, just crashing through all levels, right? Just crashing through all levels. And yeah, this let's go to the 10-hour chart or so, 10-hour right here, just to look for some historic levels of this market. Yeah, just crash through this one. And yeah, this is the next one. It's the same that I have drawn right here. This is the same that I have drawn on the shorter time frame. So we're going to leave that there. That's the 131, 135.20 on the pound US dollar. Definitely worth watching on the daily here. Uh, Let me just get rid of all these drawings and yeah, let's work on the chart again. Right? I mean, I could see I could definitely see the pound going to the 135 level right today. And this is a very strong support in this market. Just have a look at historically how this level has been a massive pivotal level in the pound US dollar, right? The way that I look at this, right, is I go in historic price action and I look for spikes like this, where you could clearly see a hold on, a where you can clearly see a change in who is in control of the market, right? Before this spike up, buyers were in control of this market, right? We're talking about a 13% move to the upside, and then sellers took control of this market and pushed
And
price
Bailey, on the communication
down
from the central bank,
about
says no member of the
15.5.
MPC, himself included, gave any commitment about this meeting. He
Freaking
did say it was a very close call today.
freaking Bailey. So, right, I was talking about how I find key levels in the market, right? So I start with that, and then I move forward in historic price action, and I see how price reacted to that same level. And as you can see here, again, boom, sellers smashing price. Then, when price broke to the upside, here is where we saw buyers jump in, right? You can see that spike high. And again, when price has traded around that level, buyers have jumped
So
in.
traders trimming Bank of England rate hike bets more. They now see the Bank of England rate at 1% in November 2022.
Hold on, what did he say? Well, it doesn't matter. So, yeah, this level, right? I was explaining to you how I find those key level, pivotal levels, and that's how I do it. So, um, and what I like about that level too is this, this bear trap, right? Just have a look how this daily candle closed entirely below all those previous lows, right? Just to see buyers jump in and stop out all those momentum traders that got short here at the breakout. That's why you need to be careful with breakouts on such massive levels because the probability of them being fake outs is higher, right? Now, any questions, guys? Uh, Yeah, hey Harry, I already talked about that, and I am making a ton of changes on the way we are going to trade on the VIP group, right? Now, up until now, I have been pushing to trade intraday and to find intraday setups, and that is just not my style, right? That is just not my style. So, and that's not Olympus style either, uh, um, but that is a season style. So from now, you are still going to get VIP trades from all of us, right? But from me, you are no longer going to get short-term trades, right? Uh, my, I mean, my trades are going to have wider stop losses, right? But also wider targets. So this should, in fact, change everything and push us back to the top. So yeah, don't worry about that because I'm always thinking about ways to improve our services. All right, so this US dollar Mexican peso got triggered, which is awesome. Um, uh, uh, right now, we're in a little bit of a drawdown, but which is fine. But just have a look at that 4-hour chart on the top left of my screen. I mean, this is a slam dunk setup, right? I mean, super strong impulse to the upside, retest of the previous broken level. I really like this setup. Right. Any questions, guys? US dollar South Africa rand. No. Let's have a look at that yen. Still struggling with that level. Yeah, this looks good. So this is the US dollar versus the Norwegian krona. And I'm looking for shorts and in this market. I actually got in a short this week and I got stopped out, right? My setup was this actually. And this is why I'm moving from those intraday trades because I was trading at intraday level, right? Normally, what I do is just look at the 4-hour chart, wait for that rejection, and I would put my sell stop below this candle, stop losses above this candle, and I would target the lows. Still, a very nice risk to reward ratio on this trade. And what I like about this is that we are definitely in a downtrend here. And this is just looks like a flag. It must be a flag, right? Of course, that flags are not
Seen on
always
November the 3rd, the effective Fed's funds
100%.
rate at 0.08%.
Trader Stream, Bank of England hike bets more. Sees Bank of England rate at 1% in November 2022. All right. I mean, that's fine. So I was talking about this market, right? And what I like about this possible short in the USD Norwegian krona is that we are retesting the previous broken lows, right? But also a very, very strong historic level. Hold on, where is it? Here. Boom. So yeah, I'm still looking, waiting for this setup to develop, and I'll keep you guys updated on the VIP group, of course. So guys, if you want to be part of the VIP group, I mean, the link is below the video. And if you use code 21 off, you're going to get 21% off of your subscription. Non-farm payrolls tomorrow. I wonder if that will further weaken the pound. Well, it depends. I mean, let's have a look at. Oh boy. So, I mean, just have a look at how strong these job numbers are forecasted. Right? Yeah, this is going to, I mean, if the actual numbers, right, beat expectations and beat previous numbers, yeah, this is going to be very bullish for the USD, which will be bearish for the pound, right? Yeah. But I mean, we have to wait and see. We have to wait and see. Just start waiting and see. The yen still struggling with those highs. Still struggling with those highs. 50-minute chart. Yeah, I mean, you can see on the 50-minute chart that there is buying going on here at the highs, right? These previous two 50-minute candles, the bearish candles, uh, they look like a bear trap, of course. And then we got this engulfing bullish candle, but we need to wait and see. In fact, the true level for a bearish move to be triggered is these lows around the 9,000 level on the Japanese yen basket, right? So we need to wait and see what's going right. So guys, this is me. Thank you for joining me again. If you want to be part of the VIP, the link is below this video. And also, I'm going to start adding live sessions for VIPs only. They're going to be educational sessions, and I'm not even going to post the recording of those sessions. They're not going to be public. They are going to be here in YouTube, but they're not going to be public. So if you're not a VIP, you're not going to be able to attend because I'm not going to share the link with anybody, right? It's only 35 pounds per month, and I mean, you get tons of value and content. Also, heads up to uh, to this level on the DXY, right? I could see possible shorts below the 94.15, right? So heads up to that too. Um, that would be, in fact, very good for pound longs. Again, I'm not saying that you should look for pound longs at the moment, but uh, US dollar shorts could be in play, right? Wow, this was a strong move in gold. Right, thank you for joining me, guys. I'm going to again be live tomorrow for non-farm payrolls, so that's going to be public. But tomorrow I'm going to do the first VIP only stream, so don't forget to subscribe if you want to get in on that. Right? Thank you. Have a great day.